Okay, so are you ready for this?
Hit me with it.
We're going to dive into some seriously spooky stuff.
Ooh, okay.
Pizza delivery nightmares.
All right, I'm down for that.
Yeah, so you know those late night deliveries where like everything goes wrong?
Yeah, you think you're just dropping off a pizza.
Right, and it turns into like a total horror show.
Yikes.
We found this YouTube video.
Okay.
It's from this channel called Mr. Nightmare.
I've heard of him.
Yeah, and the video is called 3 Scary True Pizza Delivery Horror Stories, Volume 3.
Oh, wow. Volume 3, so there's more.
Oh yeah.
I love it.
We're gonna like break down these stories, see what makes them so creepy,
I love it.
and maybe figure out why we love scary stories so much.
Yeah, why are we drawn to this stuff?
Right. It's kind of weird when you think about it.
Well, I think it's more than just the pizza.
What do you mean?
These stories, they tap into like our deepest fears,
Okay, yeah.
The unknown,
Being
the
alone
lone.
and isolated, yeah.
Exactly. And all those classic horror tropes.
Like things that just give you chills.
Oh, yeah.
Like, you know that feeling you get when you walk into a dark room and you just know something's not right?
Yeah, you get that like prickly feeling on the back of your neck.
That's what these stories do to you.
It's so true.
Yeah.
Okay, so the first story,
Right.
it throws you right into this creepy situation.
Oh, really?
Late night delivery
Okay.
to this house that looks totally empty.
Oh, no.
Imagine this, okay? You're driving down this like deserted road.
Okay.
It's late. You see this house
Uh-huh.
all lit up.
Okay.
Music's blasting.
All right, so there's a party?
Maybe, but there's only 2 cars outside.
That's weird.
Right.
Yeah.
So our pizza guy,
Yeah.
understandably, he's confused.
Yeah, I would be too.
Right. He walks up to the house.
Right.
And that's when things get really weird.
I bet.
Yeah.
So what happens?
Well, it's like that classic horror movie trick.
Oh, you mean like a false sense of security?
Exactly. Yeah, like you think everything's fine.
Right.
And then bam.
Something jumps out and scares you.
Exactly.
Right. And or in this story,
Yeah.
you think it's just a party.
Right. 2 cars, some music.
Yeah, but then there's this scream from inside the house,
No.
and you realize something is seriously wrong.
It's like someone just ripped off that sense of security.
Totally?
I think that's why this trick works so well in horror.
What do you mean?
It plays on our expectations,
Yeah.
We think we know what's going on.
Uh-huh.
And then the story just like pulls the rug out from under us.
Right. And that's exactly what happened.
Okay, I'm hooked. Telling more.
So the door opens,
Okay.
but there's no crazy party.
What?
Just these 2 women,
Okay.
barely dressed, all smiles,
Oh, no.
and they're like way too eager to pay and flirt.
That's so creepy.
It's like something out of a weird dream.
Right. It's familiar, but but wrong.
Yeah, it's like a twisted version of a normal situation.
It
And it just gives you this like uneasy feeling.
definitely.
So our pizza guy,
Yeah.
he's thinking, maybe this won't be so bad.
Oh, no.
And then
Yeah.
this blood-curdling scream comes from upstairs.
Oh my God.
I
What
knew-
do the women do?
They just look at each other.
No.
Yeah, and one of them mouths the word shit.
That is so creepy.
Right. Talk about a mood killer.
Oh my gosh. You know what's so brilliant about that detail?
Wow.
That one word shit.
Yeah.
It makes the whole thing so real
How so?
because it's like that panicked reaction,
Yeah.
like something you would actually say if you were totally freaked out.
Right.
It makes it so much more believable.
And so much more unsettling.
Exactly.
So our pizza guy, his instincts kick in,
Thank God.
and he runs for it.
Good for him.
But as he's running away, he glances back,
Uh-oh.
and he sees heads peering out from every window of the house.
Oh, hell no.
It's like something out of a nightmare.
It's like they were waiting for him.
Right.
That's so creepy.
And get this,
Okay.
later on, the police confirm
Yeah.
that the house was vacant.
You're kidding?
Okay.
Oh, wow. So there's no explanation.
None whatsoever.
That's what makes it truly terrifying. It
Right.
just pushes the story into like the supernatural.
You can't explain it away.
No,
And if that wasn't creepy enough,
there's more.
oh yeah.
Oh, no.
Later that night,
Okay.
the driver gets a text message.
Oh, God, no.
It says, "We know where you work."
That's so chilling.
I know, right?
So the threat, it's not just at the house anymore.
Exactly.
It's followed him home.
It's like this lingering fear
Exactly.
that just stays with you.
Yeah, like a shadow.
Oh, so creepy.
So what happens?
The poor guy quits his job.
Can you blame him?
Not at all.
After that, I'd be looking for a new career.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so the second story.
Oh, bring it on.
This one is even more unsettling in my opinion.
Really?
Yeah, it's a delivery to an empty house again.
Okay.
But this time, there are these really strange instructions.
Like what?
The customer says, let yourself in.
Wait, what?
Leave the pizza in the upstairs bedroom.
Okay, that's pretty weird.
And the money's on the bed.
Let yourself into a stranger's house.
Yeah, it's like all those red flags you're taught about.
It sets off all the alarms.
Totally.
Yeah, like don't talk to strangers. Don't go into their houses.
Yeah, it's a danger.
Yeah, it makes you uneasy right away.
Yeah, it plays on that like distrust of the unknown.
Right, like you're entering a space where you don't belong.
And that part about going into the bedroom,
Yeah.
it makes it even creepier.
It feels so personal.
Right.
Like you're invading someone's privacy.
Exactly.
So what does the driver do?
Well, he has a bad feeling about it.
I bet.
But his boss is like, just do the delivery.
Oh, no.
Yeah. So he goes into the house
Oh, God.
and the atmosphere is just like thick with dread,
Well, I can imagine.
dim lighting,
Okay.
old furniture,
Mm-hmm.
and this unsettling silence.
Silence can be so creepy.
Right.
Yeah.
What do you think it is about darkness and silence?
Well, I think darkness,
Yeah.
it limits what you can see.
Right.
So you can't understand the space.
And it makes you jump at every little sound.
Exactly, because you're hyper aware.
Right.
And don't forget,
Yeah.
darkness triggers our amygdala.
Or what?
It's the part of the brain that controls fear.
Oh.
So you're basically primed for jump scares.
And feeling uneasy.
Exactly.
Wow, that's interesting.
Yeah, it's
Oh.
like our brains are wired to be afraid of the dark.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
So the driver finally finds the bedroom,
Okay.
but of course the lights don't work.
Are you kidding me?
Nope. He's fumbling around in the dark,
This is a nightmare.
trying to find the money on the bed.
And then
Suddenly,
that's like the worst possible scenario.
I know, right?
You're totally vulnerable.
completely helpless in the dark.
And then something grabs you.
Oh, God, I can't even imagine.
It's like that primal fear, you know?
Yeah, like being dragged into the darkness.
Exactly, and you can't see what's got you.
It's like those horror movies where you just want to yell at the character.
Oh yeah, like get out of there.
Right. But in real life, there's no rewind button.
Nope, you're stuck.
So what happens to the pizza guy?
Well, he screams, obviously.
Yeah, I would too.
He fights back.
Oh, wow.
And thankfully, he breaks free
Oh, thank God.
and runs.
He gets out of there.
Yeah, he manages to escape.
Wow, that's a close one.
Yeah.
So is that the end of the story?
Well, he gets a raise, for his trouble.
Oh, wow. A raise for almost getting murdered.
I know, right? But he still quits.
I can't blame him.
It makes you wonder, though,
Sorry.
like, how much is your peace of mind worth?
That's a good question.
Because sometimes money can't buy that feeling of safety.
Right. You can survive something terrifying,
Yeah.
but the fear might stay with you.
Exactly, like a psychological scar.
It makes you think about your priorities.
That's your
Okay, so the third story
It may.
takes us to this really remote trailer park.
Oh.
I know, right? And this time,
Yeah.
it's the phone call that's creepy.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the customer had this raspy voice,
It's
like they've been smoking for 100 years,
Yikes.
and they're stuttering.
Okay.
Long pauses.
Uh-huh.
It's like pulling teeth to get the address out of them.
That's a red flag.
Right.
Yeah, it's like all those warnings your parents give you.
Don't talk to strangers.
Yeah.
Don't go to weird places alone.
It is
Like all those warnings are flashing in your face.
And I bet it plays on our fears about rural areas, too.
What do you mean?
Well, you know those stereotypes about, like, the countryside?
Oh, yeah, like it's all creepy and isolated.
Right, and everyone's hiding something.
It's like Deliverance or something.
Exactly.
Right.
So, yeah, that isolation,
Uh-huh.
the bad communication,
Yeah.
the feeling that something's off.
It all adds to that sense of dread.
Totally. It's like a recipe for
You
disaster.
Start thinking about all those horror movies.
Oh, yeah.
Sitting like the middle of nowhere.
And you just know the main character is walking into a trap.
Exactly.
It's like a horror movie cliche.
But in real life,
It's not so fun.
nope.
So tell me what happens when the driver gets to the trailer park.
Okay, so he arrives
Yeah.
and it's super quiet.
Okay.
The lights are off in the trailer,
Uh-huh.
but there's a fire burning in the back.
Okay, that's weird.
Right. And you can hear a woman yelling
Oh, no.
as he gets out of his car.
Yeah.
He sees the curtains move in the window.
Like someone's watching him.
Exactly.
Ugh, that's so creepy.
It's like straight out of a horror movie.
It's like the director is saying, get ready, something bad is about to happen.
Yeah, exactly.
It's foreshadowing, you know?
Oh, yeah.
It creates this sense of paranoia.
Like you're not welcome there.
Right, like you're walking into a hostile environment.
Yeah, it's like that feeling when you walk into a room
Yeah.
and everyone stops talking and stares at you.
Oh, yeah. I hate that feeling.
You know something's up.
But you don't know what.
And in this case,
Yeah.
the driver's fears are confirmed.
Oh, no.
When he goes around back
Okay.
and sees this couple,
What are they like?
they fit that, like, trailer trash stereotype.
Oh, no.
Like, they're definitely hiding something.
Ugh, this is bad news.
Right, they're whispering to each other,
Okay.
acting nervous.
It's like he stepped into a horror movie.
Right. But this time, it's real life.
And you know what's really clever about this?
What?
The story is playing on those stereotypes we have.
About social class and drugs.
Exactly.
Yeah, it makes the driver feel even more isolated.
Right, like he doesn't belong there.
And like he's in danger.
Exactly. It's like all those warnings we hear.
About stranger danger.
Yeah.
And it's all amplified by the setting and the characters.
It's like a perfect storm of creepiness.
So what happens next?
Well, the woman goes inside to get the money,
Okay.
leaving the driver alone with this guy
Oh, well.
who just stares at him.
Oh, God.
And the tension is just thick, you know?
I bet it's like you can feel the driver's heart pounding.
It's that silence that gets you,
Yeah.
like a power play.
Right. You know something bad is going to happen.
But you can't look away.
So what happens? Tell me.
Well, the woman comes back
Okay.
with the money,
Uh-huh.
and she asks the guy to count it, but like really slowly.
Why?
And while he's counting,
Yeah.
the woman is looking off into the woods,
No way.
nodding like she's signaling to someone.
Oh, my God. It's a setup.
Exactly.
It's like she's orchestrating the whole thing.
Yeah, like she's the puppet master.
This is terrifying.
I know, and that's when the story takes a turn.
For the worse.
Oh, yeah.
What happens?
This huge guy comes charging out of the woods
Oh, hell no.
with an axe.
Are you kidding me?
Nope, it's like something out of a slasher film.
This is insane.
Yeah. But our driver,
Yeah.
he thinks fast.
What does he do?
He throws the pizza box at the guy with the axe.
He throws the pizza.
Yeah, it's a desperate
I
man.
wish it works.
Yeah. Luckily, it distracts the guy long enough for the driver to escape.
Wow. That was a close call.
Yeah, it was.
He quits his job right.
Oh, yeah, he's done with pizza delivery.
And what about his boss?
He doesn't care.
What?
Yeah, all he says is, holy shit.
That's it.
Yeah, like, it's just another Tuesday.
That's so messed up.
It's really unsettling, isn't it?
Yeah, like the boss has just accepted that this kind of violence is normal.
Exactly, and the driver is left to deal with the trauma on his own.
It's like another layer of horror to the story.
It makes you realize that in some places,
Yeah.
even terrifying experiences are just part of the routine.
That's a disturbing thought.
It is.
Okay, so we've heard these 3 stories.
3 pizza delivery nightmares.
Yeah. And I think it's time to step back
Okay.
and connect the threads.
I like it.
What are some of the things these stories have in common?
Yeah, what makes them so effective at scaring us?
And why do we love them so much?
Yeah, that's the big question.
So what do you think?
It's a tough one, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like, are we drawn to these stories because they make us more cautious?
Right.
Or are we just obsessed with scary stuff?
That's interesting.
Yeah. Like, is it a warning
Yeah,
or is it just entertainment?
I think it's a bit of both,
Okay,
you know?
okay.
I mean, the stories definitely remind us to be careful,
Yeah.
but they also play on our fascination with, like, the dark side of humanity.
Ooh, that's a good way to put it.
Yeah, there's something about the unexpected,
Mm-hmm.
the uncanny,
Yeah.
that just draws us in.
It's like we're trying to understand the limits of reality.
Exactly.
Like, where does the safe zone end
Right.
and the danger zone begin?
Yeah, it's like testing the waters.
Right. Seeing how close we can get to the edge.
Without falling in.
Exactly.
And I think these pizza delivery nightmares,
Yeah.
they let us do that safely.
Okay.
We can experience the thrill of the scare, the
Yes.
adrenaline,
Uh-huh.
but we're not actually in danger.
It's like watching a horror movie.
Right. Or riding a roller coaster.
You get the rush,
Yeah,
but you know you're going to be okay.
exactly. It's a controlled dose of terror.
I like that.
It's like a virtual reality experience for our fears.
Ooh, that's a good analogy.
Yeah, it is.
And just like a good VR experience,
yeah,
these stories can stick with you.
they can.
They make you more aware of your surroundings,
Right.
more in tune with your gut instincts,
Exactly.
and maybe a little more cautious.
Yeah, for sure.
So it's not just about being scared.
Right.
There's like a learning opportunity here.
Absolutely.
We can actually grow from these stories
I think so.
by exploring the dark side.
Yeah,
We learn to recognize the danger in the real world.
right.
We learn to trust our gut.
And set boundaries for our safety.
It's a powerful message.
It is.
Okay, so as we wrap up our deep dive into pizza delivery nightmares, what's the one thing you want to leave our listeners with?
I think the key takeaway is this.
Okay.
These stories are entertaining,
For sure.
but they also teach us a valuable lesson.
About?
Personal safety.
Okay.
And trusting your gut.
So next time I order a pizza, I should be more aware.
Definitely.
Trust my instincts.
Yeah.
And if something feels off,
don't ignore it.
call for help.
Exactly.
Great advice.
Why try?
Will everyone remember?
Yeah.
Even in the most mundane things like ordering a pizza, there's always the potential for something unexpected.
That's the truth.
So stay safe out there.
And sweet dreams.
I don't know about sweet dreams after all that.
Right. Maybe just dreams.
Yeah, maybe just dreams.